Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened and where we are today?
Well, not yesterday. Tuesday, we read First Maccabees, chapter 4?
Yes.
4. Yes. And in that chapter, what I recall is that the Maccabees beat a lot of people in like one sentence. Maccabees win again. Woo!
Yeah.
Yay! Go
But
Maccabees!
Something even bigger happened, though.
Hanukkah!
Yeah, they rebuilt, purified, and rededicated the temple.
Yeah.
That's the big deal.
Yeah.
And they decided to celebrate it every year with 8 days.
Crazy days.
8 crazy days.
As Adam Sandler would say. Yeah, right.
Yeah, Hanukkah.
Okay.
So,
all right. So that's good stuff, actually. Mm-hmm. Like, that's... Like, if we hadn't read this, we wouldn't know where Hanukkah came from.
Right.
But now we do.
Now we do.
So good stuff.
Yeah, I think Maccabees should be included in the Tanakh, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
It's only their fucking most important holiday, and they're like, but we don't like the politics of it.
Well, and they directly defy God by working on Sundays and shit. So,
yeah, but
it doesn't exactly hold to all the Christian or all the Jewish values that they want to uphold.
Still, like...
But still, what? People died for picking up goddamn sticks in the Bible.
So you talk about it.
And they lit the wrong incense.
So you talk about it.
We are. That's what we're doing.
If you're Jewish, I think it should be part of the Tanakh. And I'm really upset that it's not.
But from what I understand, a lot of Jewish folks do talk about all aspects of their religion, and like even from the non-canonical version of their books, like they read outside of the canon,
Yeah.
So
when you say
I said it wrong.
It made me think of Canana Banana.
Wife was just sitting here smirking at me like, you fucked up.
I wasn't smirking. I was like, my brain was, I couldn't hear anything you said after that. I was just like, Canana Banana. Canana Banana.
All right. That was the last time we read First Maccabees chapter 4, and today we're going to be reading
First Maccabees chapter 5.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. First Maccadoodles. What?
What the fuck?
I just wanted to.
Yeah, you always just want to.
It was fun. You should try it. Sing it.
First Maccadoodles.
Your face said how much fun that was.
It was pretty fun, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like everything's better in song.
Exactly.
Chapter 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yep.
It came to pass when the Gentiles all around heard that the altar had been rebuilt and the sanctuary dedicated as before, they were exceedingly angry.
Yeah.
Those bitches.
How dare they reclaim what was theirs? That's bad.
They took counsel to destroy the race of Jacob. Oh, shit. That was in the midst of them. And they began to kill and destroy among the people.
But what about the Maccabees, though?
Well,
Weren't they there defending these people?
not everywhere.
Because it only took them one sentence to defeat them before.
They couldn't be everywhere.
Okay.
That was the last chapter.
Well,
The one sentence murders was last chapter.
I'm losing faith in the Super Maccabees.
Well, that was just last chapter.
All right.
In this chapter, it's about, the Gentiles strike back.
Does that mean we get Ewoks soon?
I hope so.
Okay. All right.
Judas fought against the children of Esau in Idumea at Agrabatine.
As you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they besieged Israel.
Mm-hmm.
He struck them with a great slaughter, humbled them, and took their spoils. He remembered the wickedness of the children of Baanan, who were a snare and a stumbling block to the people, lying in wait for them on the highways.
Mm.
I don't like it when they name drop a bunch of locations and cities that I've never heard of. It's really hard. Because I'm like, where that? Where those? Where that?
Yeah, we've talked about that kind of all through the Old Testament where they do drop a lot of names of places and things.
To know.
And like, guys, that was maybe relevant like thousands of years ago. Could you maybe skip that bit?
Or could you rename it to like Strawberry Hill or the Shire?
Or like generalize it in Eastern, Israel on the Western coast or whatever. Name general areas.
The Grand Canyon.
Right. Yeah.
Like I cannot
because they were in all the world.
Yeah, that was
even the
whole
Grand
world.
Canyon.
Yeah. They were shut up by him in the towers. Which towers? The towers.
I don't know.
He encamped against them and destroyed them utterly and burned with fire. Oh, the towers of the place with all who were. Oh, he locked people in the towers
and then burned them down. Seems a little excessive.
He on purpose burned people to death.
This is the Maccabees, right?
Hold on.
I think
Judas fought against the children of Esau.
See, I'm not sure I'm real on board with these people.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
I'm all for them getting back what they were fighting against, as if the person was evil. But you sound kind of evil yourself.
You sound kind of like you're Israel and you're after Hamas, but you're just doing a genocide. You're doing a genocide on the Palestinians.
Yeah.
And being like, what? We have the right to defend ourselves.
Right.
And it's like, there's truth in what you said,
sure,
but that's not the truth.
Right.
Like, no. Everybody has the right to defend themselves. You know what we don't have the right to do? Genocide.
Right, yeah. And when defense becomes, not what you're doing.
It's kind of like if somebody punches me in the eye and then I stab them with a knife 100 times and then I shoot them and then just to make sure I do a double tap.
And then piss on them.
Yeah.
Because,
That's a lot, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't have the right to defend myself. Please don't punch me in the face or anywhere.
Oh, and then you teabag them multiple times because that's what they do in the video games.
And make sure you take a picture and put it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, anyway, so he burned these fuckers down. He passed over to the children of Ammon and found, the Ammonites. Mm-hmm. So he's about to fuck their shit up.
Yeah. Right.
And found a mighty band and many people with Timotheus for their leader. He fought many battles with them, and they were defeated before his face.
They were defeated, meaning Timotheus?
Yeah, Timotheus, the Ammonite
and
leader.
It was done before their face.
It was done before
his face.
Judas's face.
Got it. That's
Judas
usually,
was
unless he was so nonchalant,
he was specifically there. He was specifically there.
Oh, okay. All right.
He fought many battles with them, and they were defeated before his face. He struck them and took possession of Jazer and its villages and returned again unto Judea. So he's like, I killed them, I killed these, I killed those.
We're back to these one sentence and two sentence defeats, okay?
Yeah. He's kind of icky. Sorry, don't like.
Well, like when the one thing that they're going into detail about is how he extra killed people, it's a little disturbing. You know?
Like I didn't just kill him, but I killed him hard.
Right, yeah.
Like, no, that's
not a win,
that's not defense,
dude.
That's murder.
Right,
like, ew. The Gentiles who were in Gilead gathered themselves together against the Israelites who were on their borders to destroy them. I could see why the Gentiles would do that.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, I mean, we shouldn't have attacked them, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're killing the fuck out of us.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, and burning us in towers.
Right.
Ooh. They fled to the stronghold of Dathema, I bet it's Dathema.
Okay.
And sent letters to Judas and his kindred saying, please stop. Just kidding. I don't know if that's what they said. Here's what it said. The Gentiles who are around us are gathered together against us to destroy us. They are preparing to come and get possession of the stronghold where we fled for refuge. And Timotheus is the leader of their army. Now, therefore, come and deliver us from their hand. For many of us have fallen. All our kindred who were there in the land of Tobias, have been put to death. They have carried their wives, their children, and their stuff into captivity. They destroyed about 1,000 men there.
Okay. So this is Israelites being like, hey, they're coming at us and killing us. Help us out.
What is it?
That's what it sounded like.
The Gentiles who were in Gilead gathered. They fled the stronghold. No. This is the Gentiles sending letters to Judas and his kindred.
I'm not understanding what's happening.
I'm not either. This doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I feel like we have problems with pronouns again. Because here's what it says. The Gentiles who were in Gilead gathered themselves together against the Israelites who were on their borders to destroy them.
Okay.
They fled the stronghold. So what? They the Gentiles or they the Israelites?
I mean, one would assume the Gentiles?
I thought it was the Gentiles. So they, the Gentiles, fled to the stronghold of Dathema and sent letters to Judas and his kindred.
I'm very confused as to what's happening here.
So it doesn't make sense unless it was
the other people,
the Israelites.
Right. But that doesn't make sense either.
Yeah.
So nothing makes sense right now.
So
we're going to have to dig into that one, I think.
Somebody wrote letters to Judas,
right,
and was like, the Gentiles suck. They're around us and killing us.
Okay.
So it's got to be the Israelites.
One would
but
think,
it's just poorly written.
It is.
I don't
this
like...
is really hard. That's probably why I didn't make the cut. They're like, you know what? This is there's too many pronouns in here. We're going to skip this book.
Look, I try to recognize people's pronouns. Like, that's very important to me.
Yeah.
And when you don't make it easy for me, I feel like that's on you.
This isn't like misgendering. This is just pronoun abuse straight up.
Yeah.
Like they're using they them. Wait, you yell at me all the time for using they them too often.
Well, you will say he did this and then he did that and and it could sound like you're talking about the same he when there's like 10 different he's.
And they're doing exactly what I do in this book. So
like you name no names. Everybody is straight across the board. He, she, it, or they.
Well, that's because everybody should be on my same exact wavelength and know exactly what I'm thinking. So.
I wish I was. Do you know how much easier my life would be if I was on your same wavelength more often?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to guess that these Israelites sent a letter to Judas and his kindred. And they were like, help, the Gentiles who are around us are gathered against us to destroy us. This sucks. What? They destroyed about 1,000 men there. Okay. So while the letters were still being read, behold, other messengers came from Galilee with their clothes torn. Not messages. Okay. Other messengers came from Galilee with their clothes torn, bringing a similar report saying, people of Ptolemais, of Tyre, of Sidon, and all Galilee of the Gentiles have gathered together to destroy us. Help! Help!
Yeah.
Now, when Judas and the people, that sounds like the name of a band, Judas and the people.
Right. Yeah.
Heard these words, or, read these words, a great congregation assembled together to determine what they should do for their kindred who were in distress and under attack.
So it was their kindred.
It was the Israelites.
But it was not clear when they wrote that.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
They were like, the Gentiles did this, and then they did that.
Right.
And it's like, so they should be referring to the Gentiles, but it wasn't.
Right.
It was a different they.
Yeah.
The Israelites.
Right.
Got it. Okay. Judas said to Simon, his brother, choose men and go deliver your kindred who are in Galilee.
Now, what did Simon say?
He he wasn't done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Simon didn't say anything yet. Simon says, stop it, husband. But Jonathan, my brother, and I will go into the land of Gilead. That's how I always talk. I always say, Jonathan, my brother, and I will go get some coffee from Starbucks.
Right. Yeah.
We're hoping to get one of those bears.
Yeah.
One of those bear mugs.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
I hear they fight over those things.
They do. They beat each other up.
They fight over those things.
They do.
Yeah, right.
They, mystical, magical, they, them, fight over.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't really want one. Oh, you know what? I take that back. If one was sitting on the shelf, like, look, I wouldn't go line up to get one. Okay. I wouldn't stand in line for it or anything like that. I wouldn't fight somebody for it. If they like took it out of my hands, I would be like, well, you're a cunt.
Right.
But not because you took like the last one, but because you took anything out of my hands.
Right.
That's just bitchy.
Right.
If I was at Starbucks and I saw it though, and it was just there, I'd be like, yeah, I'll buy one. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I would have one. If somebody gifted me one, I'd be like, oh my God, that's so cool. So I don't want to say like, I don't want one. I just don't like collecting them. Like, I don't want one.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not poo-pooing them at all.
Got it.
You know what I am poo-pooing? Stanley mugs.
Yeah.
The Stanley cups. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay. It's the same thing. It's the same phenomenon. Stanley made these like to-go cups that they're like thermoses basically, right?
Okay.
And they made them in all different colors and designs and whatever.
Yeah.
And people just went gaga over them.
Every time I have heard about the Stanley Cups before, but every time I hear somebody talk about Stanley Cups, I'm like, ice hockey. Why?
Yeah,
like,
you're
why
thinking of the Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup, yeah.
Yeah. No, this is just like collectible mugs. Or collectible cups, not mugs.
Okay.
But kind of like when what was that brand that made the leggings? Like
Lulu?
Is it Lulu?
I don't fucking know.
No, that's Lululemon. That's not what I'm talking about. But similar. So there was a company that made all these different leggings, and you like if there was a specific one you wanted, you had to hope that the person that you bought them from carried that particular one. And they only made a few of certain designs so that they created this false sense of scarcity.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
And so, and when there's one that like everybody's on the lookout for it, it's called the unicorn.
Right.
And that it's the same thing. It's just the same thing.
Yeah.
And I can't stand when, I can't stand when companies do that. So that's why I'm like, with regard to the Starbucks Honey Bear.
But it's been proven to be effective marketing, so.
It has been proven to be effective marketing.
Yeah.
That is true. So
Sorry about my phone there.
You should be sorry. Like, who even calls you this late?
That would be my mom.
Oh my God. I'm
turning off my phone. I didn't. It's supposed to. It goes to silent after 10, but not for your
family. Emergency people.
And I'm like, oh great, there we go. I haven't had that happen in a while.
Nope. Yeah. Okay. Well, you'll have to let her know later.
Right. Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, you could edit all of this out.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So let's see.
I'm not going to though.
No. All right. Here we go. So, they're like, help, what do we do? And Judas said to Simon, his brother, Simon says, choose men and go deliver your kindred who are in Galilee. So you go take care of them. But right. Jonathan and me, our other brother, we're going to go into the land of Gilead. Okay? Bye. He left Joseph, the son of Zacharias, and Azarias as leaders of the people. So Zacharias and Azarias.
Yeah.
Zach my ass. That's what I got out of that.
Okay.
He left them behind as leaders of the people with the remnant of the army. Ooh, we haven't heard the word remnant.
It's been a while, yeah.
In Judea to guard it. So he left them 2 dudes behind.
Okay.
He commanded them, saying, take charge of this people and fight no battle with the Gentiles until we return.
What if they come after them?
I mean, if they come after me, I'm fighting them, my guy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not just going to stand here. Sorry.
How are you going to give me that order?
Yeah. I mean, are you saying, like, don't, like, actively go after them?
Right. That's
like,
but that's a different command.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like, don't fight them. Like, but I can defend myself, though, right?
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to die today, bro.
Yeah.
Then 3,000 men were assigned to go into Galilee with Simon, but 8,000 men were assigned to Judas to go into the land of Gilead.
I like how Judas gets, like, 2.5 more times the fucking people.
What?
8,000 with Judas.
Yeah. I had it backwards. Yeah. 3,000 went with Simon and 8,000 went with Judas. Wow. Okay, so Simon went with his little 3,000 into Galilee and fought many battles with the Gentiles. And the Gentiles were defeated before him. So he only needed
because he had 8,000 people.
No. Simon went into Galilee, not Gilead.
Okay.
And Simon, with his little 3,000, he fought many battles with the Gentiles, and the Gentiles were defeated before him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he didn't need 8. He only had 3, and it was fine.
Yeah, okay.
He pursued them to the gates of Ptolemais.
Okay.
You know those gates, gate. About 3,000 men of the Gentiles fell. Oh, wow. And he took their spoils.
Okay.
I mean, we know... Like, it sounds like, yeah, he took their weapons and their gold, but we also know, like, what that really means is that he took their women and their children and their slaves.
Maybe, unless they were there with just a fighting crew.
That's part of their spoils.
Okay.
They took to them those who were in Galilee and in Arbada with their wives, their children, and all that they had, and brought them into Judea with great gladness. Judas Maccabeus and his brother Jonathan passed over the Jordan and went 3 days' journey in the wilderness. They met with the Nabatheans, and these met them in a peaceful manner and told them all things that had happened to their kindred in the land of Gilead, and how many of them were shut up in Bosor, Alima, Caspor, Maked, and Carnaim. All these cities are strong and large, and how they were shut up in the rest of the cities of the land of Gilead, and that tomorrow they plan to encamp against the strongholds and to take them and to destroy all these men in one day. Okay, so we're talking about Judas now. Judas with his 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so Judas and his army turned suddenly by the way of the wilderness to Bosora, and he took the city and killed all the males with the edge of the sword, took all their spoils, and burned the city with fire.
Wow.
God, he's a fucking pyromaniac.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. He left there at night and went until he came to the stronghold. When the morning came, they lifted up their eyes and saw many people who couldn't be counted. So, countless. Bearing ladders and engines of war.
Oh.
Engines
damn
of
ladders.
war. To take,
Gets you every time.
Yeah, to take the stronghold.
Okay.
And they were fighting against them. Judas, with his little 8, or with his big 8, saw that the battle had begun and that the cry of the city went up to heaven with trumpets and a great sound. And he said to the men of his army, "Fight today for your kindred." And then, remember how he meowed like a cub?
Yeah.
Meow!
Right. Yeah.
Then he went out behind them in 3 companies. They sounded with their trumpets and cried out in prayer, "Dear God, please help me, stabby, stab, stab, murder." Amen. And the army of Timotheus perceived that it was Maccabeus. Maccabeus. That's so fun. Say it.
No.
Say it. It's fun.
Timotheus Maccabeus.
Tell me that wasn't fun.
Okay.
It rolls off the tongue. It's bouncy. It's good. Everybody at home, play along. Say Timotheus Maccabeus. So anyway, Timotheus, who is one of the Gentile guys, perceived that it was Maccabeus. So, it's not Timotheus Maccabeus.
Right.
But that's just fun to say. And they fled from before him. He struck them with a great slaughter. About 8,000 men of them fell on that day.
I like how the same amount that they're in their armies is fell at each one.
Yeah. I only have 3,000, and guess what? I killed 3,000.
It's your job, all you guys, it's your job to kill one person.
Exactly.
And then we'll be done for the day.
We're one-on-one.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And me, I'm Judas, and I have 8,000. And guess how many we killed? 8,000.
Right, yeah.
Like, okay, that's bad record keeping. I wonder what the symbolism is in that. Like, it's just so silly.
I don't know.
He being Judas, turned away to Mizpah and fought against it, took it, killed all its males, took its spoils, and burned it with fire.
A lot of males dying. Yeah.
From there, he marched and took Casphor, Makad, Bosor, and the other cities of the land of Gilead. Now, after these things, Timotheus, remember he's not an Israelite, gathered another army, so I guess he didn't die. Just all his 3,000 men.
8,000.
8,000 men. Yeah, sorry. He gathered another army. Could you imagine, like, you just have thousands of people that obey you?
I don't quite understand why you wouldn't gather, like, this guy's going around killing strongholds left and right? Why wouldn't you just gather an enormous fucking company of people to be like, okay, look, obviously we need to outnumber them like 20 to 1.
Right.
So we're just going to do it now instead of like continuing to go regather armies.
And now what you have just said is anti-Semitic and you suck because you want the Jews to be dead.
No, but I do think that this Judas guy seems to be killing the fuck out of people.
Yeah.
Like left and right.
No, I was like kidding when I said that.
No, I know.
Because like that's how it would be perceived by certain audiences.
I suppose.
Yeah. No, it's just, this is math. And if you're on one side and the other side is a strong army, no matter the numbers, then you need to...
if you just have the ability to go re-raise an 8,000 person army, why didn't you raise a 16,000 person army to begin with?
You need to beef up your gathering.
Right.
Because you're doing a shit job.
Yeah.
Now, after these things, Timotheus gathered another army and encamped near Raphan, beyond the brook. Judas sent men to spy on the army, and they brought him word, saying, all the Gentiles who are around us are gathered together to them, an exceedingly great army. They have hired Arabians to help them. So mercenaries. They've got mercenaries because, all of their people are dead. So they're like, we'll pay you. Ready to come against you to battle. So Judas went to meet them. Timotheus said to the captains of his army, when Judas and his army drew near to the brook of water, if he crosses over to us first, we won't be able to withstand him, for he will certainly defeat us. But if he is afraid and encamps beyond the river, we will cross over to him and defeat him. I don't know what the river side has to do with it.
Like, how does that affect anything?
Like, maybe if he's brave, we're fucked.
I feel like if they're crossing a river, they'd be easy to kill while they're crossing the river.
I would think that too. But as I was saying, in his thought process, he's like, if they're brave and try to cross, if they're brave, we're fucked.
Oh.
If they stay, that means that they're pussies and we can get them. Get them! But no, I think that your way of thinking was correct.
Right.
Like, get them as they cross.
Yeah, it seems like they're in a weak spot there. They're gonna be moving slower through the water. Just stand on the water's edge and just fucking pick them off.
Kill them one at a time.
Right.
Yeah. Now, when Judas came near to the water brook, he caused the scribes of the people to remain by the brook and commanded them, saying, allow no man to encamp, but let all come to the battle.
What?
I don't know what that means and why the scribes.
I have no idea.
I don't know what, like, don't let them set up their tents, but just tell them, hey, the battle's over there. You need to, thank you for coming to our land. Don't set up your tent here, but the fight is that ways.
Right. They're just directing traffic, apparently.
Like, it reminds me of, like, when you go see an outdoor concert and they have people directing you where to park your car in the grass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay. Then he crossed over the first against them and all the people after him. And all the Gentiles were defeated before his face.
Because he crossed. You know, obviously.
And threw away their weapons and fled to the temple at Karnaim.
Okay.
I ain't throwing my weapon away. I might run away, but I'm taking my weapon with me.
Why would you throw away your weapon? That makes no sense. I mean, I guess you might be able to run a little faster because they might have been really heavy, but
I'm taking mine with me.
You got somebody chasing you with weapons? I'm not throwing away my weapon.
Nope. They took the city and burned the temple with fire, as opposed to with something that's not fire. I don't know how do you burn it? Maybe burn it with acid, but they didn't have that back then.
Could be, yeah.
This guy is Bernie. I don't like it. He likes fire too much.
He does.
Carnaim was subdued. They couldn't stand any longer before the face of Judas.
You could maybe burn a city with insults.
Ooh, burn. Yeah. You could. I'm tired of Judas's face being involved in this.
Yeah, that's a weird phrasing.
Yeah. It's like I'm over it.
Yeah.
Were you ugly? And like they saw your face and they turned to stone? Something like the Gorgon or whatever.
Right.
Judas gathered together all Israel, those who were in the land of Gilead, from the least to the greatest, with their wives, their children, and their stuff, an exceedingly great army that they might come into the land of Judah. They came as far as Ephron, and this same city was large and very strong. It was on the road where they were going. They couldn't turn away from it on the right hand or on the left, but needed to pass through the middle of it. You got to go through the city.
Yeah, okay.
The people of the city shut them out and blocked the gates with stones. Judas sent to them with words of peace, saying, "We will pass through your land to go into our own land, and no one will harm you. But we will only pass by on our feet." But they wouldn't open to him. Oh, he's going to burn y'all.
Yeah, he is.
Like, I would be like, maybe we should just let him through.
But why is he being nice to this one group? I don't understand.
Because he's got to get through. And so he's like, just let us through. We're not trying to kill you or whatever.
But look, I'm not trying to be, mean here, but like, we're talking about ancient times. You're telling me there was no other way around the city? None.
Not if it was through like a
They just crossed a fucking
something.
river.
Maybe it was between a mountain pass.
I guess.
Maybe there's like a giant waterfall on one side and like rocks on the other, and they can't.
I really want to see this layout because I'm not buying it.
I mean, I agree.
I feel like he just really wanted to burn another city, and he's like, well, we have to go through.
We couldn't get around.
Right.
Look, kids, Big Ben, I couldn't get right. Then Judas commanded proclamation to be made in the army that each man should encamp in the place where he was. So they're like, all right, we're just going to sit here and wait for you.
Oh, okay.
We're going to wait you out.
Right.
So the men of the army encamped and fought against the city all that day and night, and the city was delivered into his hands.
Of course it was, because it only takes another sentence to do that. Yeah.
He destroyed all the males with the edge of the sword, razed the city, took its plunder, and passed through the city over those who were slain.
Jesus.
They just marched over the bodies of the dead like it was nothing.
Yeah.
That's very holy and godlike.
Mm-hmm.
I am feeling the love of Yahweh in this.
Yeah, it's great. Good stuff.
Glory be to God. They went over the Jordan and into the great plain near Bethshan. And Judas gathered together those who lagged behind and encouraged the people all the way through until he came into the land of Judah. They went up to Mount Zion with gladness and joy and offered whole burnt offerings, because not so much as one of them was slain until they returned in peace.
Oh, the offerings were,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
In the days when Judas and Jonathan, the brothers, were in the land of Gilead, and Simon, his brother, in Galilee before Ptolemais, Joseph, the son of Zacharias, and Azarias, rulers of the army, heard of their exploits and of the war and what things they had done. So the two guys in charge, one of them's son.
That weren't supposed to do any fighting.
Yeah, they're just like hanging back at home, and they're like, they need to do all the cool stuff. So they heard the exploits of war and what things they had done. They said, let's also get us a name and let's go fight against the Gentiles who are around us. They literally were he only left one set of instructions, which was sit still.
Yeah.
Sit.
Yeah.
No. So they gave orders to the men of the army that was with them and went toward Jemniah. Gorgias and his men. It's
Georgius or whatever again.
Georgius, but in the last episode, we decided to call him Gorgias because it's just easier and more fun.
Yeah.
Gorgias and his men came out of the city to meet them in battle. Joseph and Azarias were put to flight and were pursued to the borders of Judea. So you guys lost the stronghold.
Yeah, it's because he didn't listen to Judas,
Yeah. About 2,000 men of Israel fell on that day. Oh my God, you idiot. There was a great overthrow among the people because they didn't listen to Judas and his kindred, thinking to do some exploit. but they were not of the family of those men by whose hand deliverance was given to Israel. You just don't have the blood, bruh.
Right, yeah.
You've got to stay put.
Right.
The man Judas and his kindred were glorified. Hold on. I read that wrong. The man Judas and his kindred were glorified exceedingly in the sight of all Israel and of all the Gentiles wherever their name was heard of. Men gathered together to them, acclaiming them. Judas and his kindred went out and fought against the children of Esau in the land toward the south. He struck Hebron and its villages, pulled down its strongholds, and burned its towers all around. He marched to go into the land of the Philistines, and he went through Samaria. In that day, certain priests desiring to do exploits there were slain in battle when they went out to battle unadvisedly.
I would say any battle against Judas was probably unadvised.
Yeah.
Based on what I've been hearing. Anyway.
Every time you do something that you're not supposed to do, you're doing it unadvisedly.
Right. It's easy to look back in history and say that was unadvised. You know, they
really did that unadvisedly.
Right, yeah.
That's my new favorite. But Judas turned towards Azotus, to the land, or Azotus, I don't know.
Sure.
To the land of the Philistines, pulled down their altars, because that's polite, burned the carved images of their gods with fire.
Aren't these the same things that they were complaining that Antiochus was doing to them?
Yes.
Okay.
So they're like, fuck my religion? No, fuck your religion.
Yeah, I'd love to hear the history from one of these people's perspectives.
Right.
You know?
Right? Okay, so pulled down their altars, burned the carved images of their gods with fire, took the plunder of their cities, and returned into the land of Judah. The end.
Yeah, because I bet that the people that were getting their altars burned by Judas and getting slaughtered and raped and killed and plundered and everything, I bet that they didn't think very highly of this guy. I bet, you know what, they might have even thought he was evil.
You know what? They might even not have had anything to do with the original whatever was happening. They might have just been people that just wanted to live their fucking life.
Well, he killed all males, so I'm guessing that a lot of them didn't have anything to do with everything. Like,
right.
You had your, you know, probably person that sold produce and your blacksmith or whatever the fuck you had going on there.
My guy, I'm just trying to farm.
Right. But no, he killed them all.
He killed them all, and he burned down their churches and fucking pissed on them. I don't like him.
This is the winner's account of what happened, right? And it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're an awful human being.
Like, well, they started it. Okay, I'm not 3-year-old.
And I'm not taking away from the fact that they have the right to defend themselves, but this does not sound like defense.
This is not defense. This is actively murdering.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but you struck my religion, so I'm going to strike yours. That's not defense. That's childishness. That's eager to murder and looking for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was First Maccabees chapter 5.
It was First Maccabees, not Maccabees.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
And we will be back on...
No, we'll be back later with the next chapter. We decided we're not going to say what day because
because I can't keep track of it all.
Yeah, because it comes out to patrons immediately and then to
everybody else,
our regular feed later.
Days.
So
and days
we're just
later.
like, see you later.
Right. See you next time.
And in the next episode, we'll cover First Maccabees chapter 6.
All right.
Don't forget to join us on Tuesdays for our live Discord at 10 p.m. Eastern.
All right. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.